We're live now. We're live now. I saw it. We're on.
Okay.
Steph, where'd you go, Steph?
I'm here.
There he is. There you are.
You don't see me though, right?
No, I see you now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Move your mouth a little bit so I can see you. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead now, hit the intro and all that, and we'll
Gotcha.
go. Obviously, these people freaking stupid.
Playing games.
Yeah. Well,
And not
that's why when
pinball
I
either.
yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cállate la boca. Well, again, they're playing with my countdown. They don't like my countdown. Let me try
Yeah,
this
they
again.
stopped that at 8.
Let's see.
I actually just ate lunch, so I guess that they stopped it at 8. I just had a sub for lunch.
All right, so I'm gonna go. They don't want my countdown. So no, we're gonna talk through this here. Hold on. Even my intro doesn't play. Wow. All right, so I can't play my intro and outro. You know what? We just do the show, and later on, I'll just add in what I want to add in because I got it all. This
Right.
is how stupid they are. Because all we
Right.
need now is just dialogue. We don't even have to show our funny faces no more. All right,
Right.
here they are. They're putting the button in.
They silenced you, Steph. Can't hear you.
Start again. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can, but they silenced you for about a minute and about a minute.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not going to be using anything but just us talking. That's what we're going to do. So,
Right.
all right, that's how we're going to
Okay.
do it. They don't realize in an hour I'll have it the way I want it, and it's not going on YouTube anymore anyway. Who gives a fuck? Here we go. Anyway, so welcome to the program. This is the BS show, Stef The G-Man, number 14.
14. 186 more to go. Heading for 200.
And this show is created under a little bit of a challenge, you might say. Alan, tell them about the challenge.
Well, we've had a lot of challenges with some of our shows, and now YouTube is changing their rules. They're censoring people. They want to monetize. Can't say the freaking word. Monetize. There you go. Old age is setting in, and they want to own your stuff, and they want to censor your stuff. So this is Mr. Biden and Mr. Obama's quest for life to, shut people down and tell them what they can say and what they can't say, and we ain't going for that. So.
No, not at all. I mean, this is a right of freedom of speech. Alan, since you know me, I mean, we've been doing shows now about how long now together?
About 2.5 months, 3 months, 3.5 months maybe.
In the time that we've been doing the shows, we've done almost 20 shows, I would think, right?
We're on 14, and you interviewed me a couple of times, so I'd say 18 or 19. Yeah, probably at 20 in the last couple of years. Yeah.
All right, so we've done 20 episodes, and I have to say, over half of the episodes, we've been challenged.
Yeah, they cut off the sound on you. They blocked you completely out. They blocked me out one day. They put a screen over us. They've hesitated a couple of, they've kind of frozen you a couple of times. Even today, they kind of froze the intro and the countdown, and they took you out for about a half a minute or so. But we're just going on, baby. We ain't stopping. Ain't no stopping us now. You know that song?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, Fat and McWhitehead. Yeah, I haven't sung that karaoke yet. Maybe you know what? That's my next karaoke song. You just gave me a good song, "Fuel for the Fire." And today's episode, and anyone listening today, in the future, or whenever they're going to be listening to this program, I'd like to thank you all for all the years that you've allowed me to put my things up on YouTube in the format that we're in and express my creativity. And because I've been a long time YouTuber, and it is unfortunate that I am leaving YouTube for other avenues and brighter horizons because of the censorship that's about to come through. Right now, Alan and I have just segued to podcasts. We've got over a
Right.
dozen podcasts up right now on Red Circle. We're on Amazon Music. We're on Stitcher. We're on Google Play. And the only thing we're not on yet is Son of a Bitcher because our voice isn't on that platform yet. But maybe later on.
Some people call us that, but we're not going to go there.
Yeah, exactly. But the reason why we're moving is because it's time. On June 1st, and Alan and I both been talking about this, and I knew this was coming down the pike.
Yeah, we both knew it was coming.
YouTube policies have changed, Alan, right?
Yes.
And we've discussed this, and there was some of our concerns. And a lot of people, it's like when the Nazis came into Germany. If the Jews had known they were coming, would they have waited for them?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
So here's what I'm saying. Because I know YouTube's policies are changing, I've already changed addresses to go to all the platforms on podcasts. And we're on at least 8 or 9 different podcast platforms under the BS show with Stef and the G-Man. So if you're looking for more of what we have in an uncensored format, there we'll be there. But today, we just wanted to talk about the policy changes. And as a result of us talking about it, somehow we were getting challenges where this message was not supposed to be heard. But in any event, it's going to be heard. So, Alan, the first thing we'll talk about is facial recognition restrictions.
Right. Well, we put up a lot of stuff about Biden and Biden and Hooker Harris and Fancy Nancy and Chuck the Schmuck, So I guess they don't want that up there because, God forbid, anybody should say anything bad about the president or the vice president or anybody else in the political climate, I guess.
So yeah, it looks...
As I say, Tavshitsky for them, and as I say that in Russian, Tavshitsky.
So there are a lot of people defecting, use a good word now, YouTube, getting out while the getting is good. But here's the thing. I mean, photos now, you can't put up photos. So, for example, I'm going to put it out there. Obama, right?
Right.
But Barack Obama posed as him, and I show it. I show photos. I show him with a mask. I show him very revealing, and I talk about him personally. And I'm not criticizing him. I'm giving you matter-of-fact truth. But now with YouTube's new policies, it's fair to say that all the things I put out there about my truth won't be there after June 1st. Right. And my site will probably be gutted out. So for those of you listening, conspiracy theorists or people that are in the real know and want to know what's really going on, get my stuff. I made it embeddable. You can download it because it won't be up on YouTube anymore. I can put all my enchiladas on that. No, I'm not Mexican, but I can put my enchiladas on that they want to stop the bleeding.
Did you say you went to Taco Bell yesterday?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went over there.
You got a chalupa?
No, I went over there. No, it was a. No, I passed by I can't even show you a photo of it. I passed by
They'll take it down.
A Burger King, and there was a sign there above this building, Obama for president. I go, holy shit! Look at this. They want him to run again. I want him to run out of the country.
They just didn't take it down from last time.
They didn't pay no attention to it.
Yeah, just leave it up. We don't have to worry about it later on.
Who gives a fuck about him? Really?
Right. Nobody wants to go up there and get it anyway.
Yeah, right. They're afraid if they go up there. They're afraid if they go up there, someone's gonna hit them in a dookie hole.
They might take a sniper shot at them.
Let that not be me.
Right.
So you asked me what.
One of the reasons also why we're switching is that according to their new rules, they can take down anything that they want, and they also own the rights to your podcast. And we don't think that's right, and we don't agree with it. So we have the right to go other places, and that's what we decided to do. And I believe a lot of other YouTubers who didn't know about this rule are going to, once they find out about it or see their podcasts are compromised, they are also going to depart from YouTube. So
Right, right. I mean, right now,
if you have stock in YouTube, I'd get the hell out of it. It's gonna drop like a rock after June 1st.
well, I'll give you another one. Years ago, before YouTube was bought out,
Right,
I would get over 100,000 views on a video, a
right,
million on some.
right.
I was all over the world in 67 countries with all the analytics.
I've been around the
When I,
world.
yeah, so when I put out the thing about Barack Obama being his real identity and what he did posing as Osama bin Laden, all of a sudden YouTube gets bought out and my numbers go from 100,000 per video to 12 to 20. So I realized the fix was in there, and I knew this was coming because I've been relentless since 2010 or 11. Even wanted to go to Washington, which I mentioned, to put an end to the BS. So that's why they had that fake body at sea, and I'm responsible for that. So people should know that I am the real $25 million man. But what this is about now, this is about trying to suppress all of us. And
Right,
I know that I'm right about what I shared. And because of that, they all got to go to prison. They all got to go to jail. And it's my goal to put them in jail. That's my mission. And people listening to this, oh, wow, sounds like a tough statement. No, it's the truth. You know, a man who puts his pants on the same way every day is not going to change his opinion.
right,
He is, that's the fabric he's made of. And another reason why we're leaving is because they're making it harder to monetize, less rights to
right,
monetize. Alan, you
right,
want to talk about that?
right. I mean, they want to own your stuff, and they want to be able to. If we get a sponsor, they want to get the money from it, not us. No, that's not fair. I mean, wait a minute. We got the sponsor, and we put it on YouTube, and you want to take the money from it. That makes no sense to me. And if other YouTubers find this out, I'm sure they're going to drop them like a hot potato. I'm sure, and a lot of them have. I mean, I told you that I sent this out to about 6 of my friends that do podcasts all over the country, and they didn't know about these new things, and they're going to drop YouTube because they don't want some of this stuff. They agree with us on most of it. That why should they own my stuff? Why should they make money off my podcast? Okay, why should they censor me? That's part of the reason why I do a podcast, so I can't be censored. And why should they be able to take down anything they want? So. I know 5 or 6 of my guys and girls that I sent out to. They are going to drop YouTube.
Well, here's one of the things, Alan. Less rights to monetize, and I'll give you an example.
Right.
I can't get monetization. They won't give it to me. Even this is 10 years now. They would not give me monetization. But nevertheless, I persevered. One of the things I had a blinder on when it came to the video counter. Now, when it's next to nothing, I don't take it personal. I realize it goes with the territory. They're trying to discourage me. But now they want to discourage everyone
Right.
from saying anything. Can't even say boo.
Right.
Boo would be considered politically incorrect.
Right. We've had 45 people listen to our podcast, and all of a sudden it goes down to 10, 5, 7. Like, where to go? And I mean, I watch it all the time, and I've seen it go from 15 to 3. And then once we had 45, then it went to 22, then it went to 7. Now, somebody's playing games at the counter. So.
Well, here's the thing, Alan. I have friends. I used to build websites for people. Matter of fact, Chris, who came on with us the other night in the chat room,
Right.
I built a website for him, sight unseen. I never saw him. I never met him personally. And I said to him initially, I said, I want to try to do this for you. I said, we're remote, and I have challenges. And that's all I said. I know him now 10 years. And what he said to me, he goes, man, you're like the weeble, you wobble, but you don't fall down. You always get something thrown at you. I go, well, the truth, could be stranger than fiction. But right now, everybody's going to get a taste of castor oil with these new changes. Another thing is, I need you to talk about is royalty payments.
Right. I mean, why should they get royalties from your podcast that you put up there, or you got the sponsor for? That doesn't make sense to me. So they're taking money out of your pocket that you worked hard for. That makes no sense.
And then there's another one. Yeah, it's wrong. Tax withholding. So now they're going to withhold tax out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before you even fold the money and put it in your pocket.
Right.
So what's the incentive to being on YouTube?
They want to be the government for YouTube. They want to be the government. Tax. And if you stay with him, then you deserve it. It's like anything. If you stay in a relationship or a job that's no good or you don't like it, then you deserve it. Simple as that. Same thing with this now. They're forcing you to go to other platforms. Whether you do it or not, that's up to you. But you do have the right. Just like when you watch TV or radio, me, I listen to radio, and sometimes I hear a commercial that I know I don't like. I just turn the sound down till it's over. I count to about 30 and then turn the radio back on, or the TV. Depends on what I'm watching. Geico or State Farm or Liberty Mutual. I mean, I just turn them down, and then I turn them back after about 30, 40 seconds. So.
Well, I can tell you all these policy changes take effect June 1st, right. 2021. Today is the 27th. We're talking about within 5 days from now, the world will change as we know it. The YouTubers will be crying in their beer.
A lot of people don't know it, unfortunately.
And they will. And I will say with this, welcome to Barack Obama, also known as Prince Sudhir of Thailand, New America. Sad but true. We have now been changed forever. I say backwards, we have to stand up.
And I say backwards, the buffoon Biden.
Well, right now, we won't even be able to say the word Biden,
right, or
show a picture of that loser,
right.
And I've said a lot of things about the other guys, but him, he's just no good.
He's a puppet on a string.
47 years of nothing.
And boy, are we glad, considering what he did for the last 4 months. Wish he'd go back in his shell where he was before.
Well, I just put up our show on our podcast. They were talking about the HR Bill 748, where they stole nearly $2 trillion, and it's out there. So if anybody won't be able to see that on YouTube, they'll be able to see it on our podcast channel. Because, like I said, these policy changes are coming in effect. They're coming, and there's nothing that anybody could do about what's coming down the pike.
Right.
I got your.
I'm
displaying your.
Where you can find my stuff.
There we go. So so I put that up there because people need to see that. They're even messing with my buttons right now, and it's not affecting me. I can't show banners. They don't want me to show pictures. Forget about videos or even a countdown. And I have to say to StreamYard, you've done a great job just getting us to the destination.
Right.
But the problem is the destination has a lot of pirates and hoodlums in it that have no business controlling what we say or do on YouTube anymore, and it's just a shame.
Right. They got a lot of stops.
And my counter just stopped there. It's funny. I didn't stop it. I wanted it to go.
Now the banners are starting again.
Yeah, I just started it. But my point is, I don't need anybody to help me run the board. I know how to do this.
Right. Well, apparently they think you need help, so.
I don't need no help. I don't need no.
You don't need no freaking help.
I need no freaking help. You stole my line there.
Right.
You knew where I was going.
Yeah, I know where you're going. I know you're pretty good by now.
No, you do. Anybody listening, there's a genuine admiration society between Alan and myself. We are like close. We have a lot of the same thoughts. We finish sentences for one another. And maybe that's why.
And that's scary. And that is very scary, by the way. Because when you finish sentences of mine, it means your mind is thinking like mine. That's some strange shit, man. Let me tell you.
Well, let me tell you about Alan Gitlin here. We're talking about policy changes. We're going to wrap up soon. But Alan is one of the funniest men in America. There's no doubt. I met him on the Amtrak train 3 years ago. We're doing shows now. They're trying to stop us like they're trying to derail a train, but it ain't happening here. It's not happening here.
This is like Alan, the Acela. This is like the Acela. It's going very fast and not stopping.
So you think it bothers me that the countdown didn't work, that the intro song didn't work, that I can't show anything? I don't care. Because why? we're exiting this place. I mean, I don't like the stink in YouTube. And right now, there's just too much fungus there and bad odor.
There's a fungus among us. A fungus among us. You can't say anything by me. You know that already, Steph. I got something for everything.
So right now, I want to use a little Yiddish here. Listen, we're gonna make the good shepherd. We're gonna get the flock out of here, out of YouTube. I'm sorry.
We're gonna be like a drum and beat it.
That's right. We're gonna beat like a drum and beat it. So you do yours and I do the Yiddish. Good.
We're gonna be like a tree and leave.
We're gonna be like a tree and leave.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's driving me mashugana. These changes are gonna make me snap, my brother.
Fakakta. It's making me fakakta. Fakakta.
I want a cocktail now. Forget fakakta. Give me a cocktail. Give me a drink. Yeah. Give me some. Matter of fact, I'm gonna reach for something right now. I'm gonna reach for some apple juice. Is it okay, YouTube, that we drink some juice?
You gotta
Is this censored too?
Dr. Brown's black cherry. Speaking of that, I went to Harold's the other night with a bunch of guys. I met a bunch of guys at Harold's the other day in Edison. I don't know if you're ever there, but Harold used to own part of the Stage Deli, and the portions are just like stupid. And we just had 5 guys just had a tremendous time. A couple of guys were from Brooklyn, a bunch of us from Jersey, and I had never met them. And they asked my friend who brought me there. He says, "Where are you hiding this guy? We go out to dinner like once a month. Bring this guy along, man. He's fucking funny as hell." So Harold wasn't there though. Normally he's there. He wasn't there. I know Harold very well, and he wasn't there. But anyway, we're just having a good time. And we feel bad about it, but YouTube is forcing us, and it's going to force many YouTubers to leave their platform, and they want to fall in line with Mr. Biden, Mr. Joey Biden, and Mr. Osama Obama. That's up to them, and Hooker Harris. That's up to them. So.
Well, I'm not changing my position anytime soon. What I say, I stand behind it. I don't care if you send the government. I don't care if you send the IRS. I don't care if you send out the cavalry, the militia, the Marines, the FBI, the CIA. You can all go fuck yourselves. Simple as that. I said it, and I stand behind it. My grandfather taught me to be a straight up guy, and I'm going to be a straight up guy. He had his way. He got his kids out of Italy because he saw what Mussolini was going to do, and he told me that you cannot side with these dictators, and you can't bend over and take one for the team. So I'm not going to take one for the team. I know what they're doing. And even when you go to the pandemic, scamdemic, whatever, I'll always stand by this.
In New Jersey now, they're telling us if we're vaccinated, we don't need masks after tomorrow. But who knows? I don't know.
Well, I'm holding out. That's all I can say.
Well, I had to do it because of my heart problem. I had to do it. So
the second one is the shot people have to be aware of, because that's the one that's supposed to be the fatal one. Now, a friend in Colorado was telling me, which he's in our chat room, told me that take a magnet and put it up against where you got that shot. If you got that, or go to your doctor, either a medical doctor or your dentist, and say, "Can I have an X-ray on this area, please?" Pay it out of your pocket for your peace of mind. Because if you find out that you're chipped, it's only going to take one of us to bring them all down. All it's going to take. So if I got the second shot, I would call my doctor first and say, "By the way, I need an X-ray in this area. Can you do it for me? How much will it cost?" Not on my health insurance, on me. I want to know. Because if I'm right, millions of people are going to die. Thousands of people have died in New York because of Governor Cuomo moving people from hospitals where they were secure to nursing homes to die. And Trump sent 2 ships to New York Harbor that he never used. This is something that they don't want to talk about. No, we're talking about it today. And that's the reason for some of this censorship, because I've said things about Emperor Cuomo in New York, and now they want to stop me from either saying it or showing a photo of it. So now I'm just going to express it, and my opinion is mine. Opinions are like assholes, Alan. Everybody's got one.
Yeah.
But mine might be correct. And the
You know,
name of the show is the BS Show.
I call him, Cuomo the homo. I don't mean to pick on gay guys because they might be insulted by that. But anyway, it's Cuomo the homo, and de Blasio is the jerk, and you got Chuck the schmuck, and Fancy Nancy, and Hooker Harris, and Backwards Biden. So those are the assholes in plain English that are running this country now. Oh, you got Gruesome Newsom in California too,
he's just as bad as the New York governor.
Well, that's Pelosi's nephew. So, and now you got Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner running for governor now, and I say she's got to run a 5 minute. I
mean, he's got to run 5 minutes.
It's got to run a 5 mile decathlon now before he runs for governor.
I would even donate $100 to the fund for him to get his pee-pee cut off, because him and Michelle Obama still carry the ding-a-ling. So
maybe can we get Lorena Bobbitt?
Yeah, cut it off.
She'd do it for nothing.
Well, you know a couple of moils, we can get them circumcised.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And I got a freaking hammer, and I got a taser. We can shock the shit out of that pecker.
Who's a comedian whose brother is a moil in Metuchen? What's the Jewish guy? Jewish comedian? I can't think of his name. Damn it, I can't think of his name. But he's a big comedian, and his brother's a moil in Metuchen here by me. I forget the guy's name, but anyway.
Well, we got to get him to start doing some cutoffs, and also castrations would be a good idea as well too. Get these people, if you don't need that pecker,
well,
give it to me.
Can you castrate Hooker Harris and Pelosi? They might have
blue pill. Yeah, they might have blue pill.
They need more than a blue pill. I think the two of them.
Yeah. No, they need a chill pill. That's for sure. The most demonic two women I've ever seen, man. Going to bed with them, it's like you'd have to drug the both of them and then drug yourself double.
And don't forget the AOC, who's I call a BD.
Brain dead.
A brain dead bartender. BDBT. Brain dead bartender. I wouldn't let her pour a drink for me if she was the last person on earth. And she screw up a beer, I think.
And you know what? She couldn't even.
That's not beer. I'm sorry.
She couldn't even look better at closing time.
No, with 20 drinks in you. If there was a choice between her and Pelosi and Harris, that'd be a tough choice, man. Let me tell you.
Well, I'm enjoying our little YouTube policy changes chat here today. Regardless of the challenges, we're about at 28 minutes on this, Alan.
Right.
Anything else you want to add here, Alan?
Nah, we're good today. We got out what we wanted to get out. We told some people about the new policy, and we had some fun as we always do.
So right now, just for the listening audience or the viewing people who out there, just for my own edification, I'm going to try one last time, Alan, to see if I can do an outro. So we will see if they're going to allow me even an outro. So, Alan, it's been nice. It's been real. I'll talk to you later.
See you later, about 7 hours from now, 6.5, something like that. Catch you later,
we'll
alligator.
Be on tonight.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
There you go.